That Ibom air hostess who assaulted and stripped a lady, Miss Comfort Emanson, naked, must not go unpunished. That lady must be prosecuted, because what happened to Miss Emanson can still happen to another Nigerian or any other person. So Nigerians, you don't have to be quiet. All Nigerians, we don't have to let that woman go free. That air hostess of Ibom Air is a troublesome person. Come to think of it, if, for instance, she asked Miss Comfort Emerson, as she claimed, to put off her phone, if Miss Emerson didn't put off her phone, why didn't they invite the security to come and take her out? But of course, you see that even other passengers that were present there, they said there was no time that Miss Emerson refused to switch off her phone. The issue was that her phone had some issues, so it was difficult to switch off. Now, that aside, they had some exchange of words, which is not supposed to be. An air hostess is not supposed to be exchanging words or quarreling with passengers. Now, even though they exchanged words, they quarreled, they abused themselves, who gave that air hostess the right? She's a civilian. She's not a security agent. She's not a security enforcement, a law enforcement agent. Why on earth should she go and be blocking Miss Emerson? That is very wrong, and nobody is talking about that. She blocked her. Nobody, even me, I will not take that. How on earth will an ordinary civilian, you are not a security person, you are not a law enforcement agent, you are coming to block me? As in how? Instead of report, if I have done anything wrong, why not report to the security or the law enforcement agent, the police? Okay. Now, on the side of the fan security, the airport, Federal Airport Authority security, those security people at that airport, that Lagos airport, they are very insensitive, they are very unprofessional, and they are very wicked. Because if there is a problem between maybe an air hostess and a passenger, and then the attention was called, and then as they arrived at the aircraft, they saw that Miss Emerson, the passenger, was raging in anger, why not walk into the aircraft and meet her and call her, calm her down, ask her what is the problem? This is what they should have done. She would explain to them, and then they will calm her down and then tell her to come out. Then they see how to resolve the issue between them. But they did not speak to her. They did not even approach her professionally. All they did was to boggle her, and then they were dragging her like a criminal as if she stole. While they were dragging her, the air hostess now dragged her clothes. She did it in a way that it will not show in the camera, but if you look at the video very well, you see that that air hostess was the one that pulled the lady's clothes and stripped her naked. And then the security, those airport security were still there watching, dragging her like a criminal. Those airport security, all of them are supposed to be jailed. Both the air hostess, she's supposed to be jailed. So Nigerians should not be quiet, because tomorrow it will be your turn. Another air hostess will assault another person if nothing is done to that person. So people should not be quiet. That air hostess is a troublesome person, and she's a wicked person. Why would she strip another person naked, another woman naked like that in front of a camera? Now, let me tell you this. That air hostess, you are not going to go free. What you did to Miss Emerson, stripping her naked, she's not a thief. She did not commit any crime. It was just a quarrel, because you had the support of those so-called senseless security of that Lagos airport, because you had their presence and their support. You stripped another woman naked. The same thing will happen to you. That particular woman, that air hostess, you will be somebody will strip you naked in the public someday if you are not prosecuted and jailed. The same thing will happen to you. And for you, those security, airport security, you are unprofessional, you are senseless. And the same thing will also happen to your wives and your daughters. Each time there is a problem between two people, separate them, take them each privately and ask them what is the problem, calm them down and see how to resolve the matter. If it's an issue that requires the attention of the law enforcement agents like the police, you involve them. But if it's something that does not require going that far, you solve the problem and let there be peace. Okay? Then on the part of the passengers, those other passengers of the aircraft, right now all of them are now coming out to say what happened. All of those people are not good people. It's just that you hardly find good people these days. Those air passengers that were in that plane with Miss Emerson, they are not good people, because they saw that there was tension, there was misunderstanding, and there was quarrel between Miss Emerson and that air hostess. And then all of them, when the plane arrived at the airport, they walked out. Listen, if I was there, it's not about height or size or whatsoever. If I was there, that wouldn't have happened. You know what I would have done? I would have done what I always do each time there is problem between people around me. What I would have done, I would have asked the Miss Emerson to leave while I'm watching. She will leave that, she will step out of the aircraft. And if there is still, if they want to keep on quarreling or fighting, I will make sure I stop them and calm them down. But what did those people do? All of them stepped out of the plane and left the Miss Emerson alone inside the plane. So now what are you coming out to say? You didn't do well. None of you behaved like parents or peaceful people or reasonable people. You didn't do well. If she was your sister, would you have left her in the plane and walk out when you know there was a potential issue? So please, let's learn to make peace each time there is problem. It does not matter whether the person is your sibling or your spouse or your relative. Wherever you are, if you see two people having issues, try to resolve the problem. Try to make peace. Thank you very much.